Family, what's the word? Y'all know what to do. Help the channel grow. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm not going to even tell you to subscribe to the channel. Just hit the thumbs up button. It helps. Make sure you comment too. I don't care if it's good or bad. Comment. Anyway, listen, I just came across a video and I want to say it's Culture Spill or something like that. But they got a video that says Usher's mom reveals how her listen, it has to do with the hospital. Um, the mom wanted to sue Take That. I'm noticing too with dude's name, views are going down. So people are using certain terms and things like that or exclamations instead of eyes or anyway, it's getting bad for them. When that happens, it's getting bad. Anyway, let's check out this video, y'all. Usher's mom wanted to sue Take That. Let's get it.
I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital.
Yo, G.
Now, was this situation an ongoing thing, like a situationship, or was it like an isolated thing?
Gene Deal is at it again, spilling y'all, and the plot just thickened with the Diddy and Usher situation. Allegedly, Usher's mom, Jonetta Patton, is also like, enough is enough. The record needs to be set straight.
Remember, Usher went to stay with Puffy. Now that was a business decision right there, because I didn't know Puffy. I didn't know him.
Child.
It was a business decision, all right.
If there's one thing Usher's mom should never have done, it was to allow Usher to go live with Diddy when he did. Because Usher is never gonna escape all these stories involving Diddy. But did you know that after Janetta apparently found out what was happening with Usher at the Flavor Camp and Usher being taken to the hospital because of Diddy, she wanted to sue? Get seated, guys. It's messy. So Usher is catching more strays this time because he was mentioned in the latest lawsuit against Diddy by Lil Rod. Well, he wasn't exactly mentioned by name, but a redacted excerpt caught the attention of followers because it was clearly pointing to Usher. I mean, an artist who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, that sure sounds like Usher, right? As for the context in which Usher even
That makes me uncomfortable. Just looking at this picture, y'all. Who in the hell hugs? I would have hit him with a headbutt. Wow. Hey, come on, bro. One hand across the other.
came up, apparently, allegedly, Diddy was bragging to Lil Rod about hooking up with two people in the industry. One of them, a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, allegedly. Apparently, he's not the only one who is not having it. Sources have reported that his mom also wants to set the record straight about a few things that happened with Diddy. One of them allegedly being that Diddy is actually responsible for Usher ending up in a hospital, and that Usher's mom even wanted to sue Diddy. But even before that, when it comes to Usher's mom, there has always been the question about whether she knew what was going on. And I would understand why some people would think that she was complicit, because there were tons of reports speculating about what was going on back in the day. You want to tell me that she was comfortable leaving Usher with people like Diddy, and how she made sure people were not taking advantage of him. And she said that she had done her homework and knew it was the right call.
I was assertive. Okay, I did my homework. The industry that he wanted. You know, as a single parent, it was very difficult at first, but it was his dream. So I had to really do my homework, and that's how I nurtured that career. With
But she also admitted that she didn't know much about Diddy at the time when Usher was first. Usher moved to New York to stay with Diddy. What Usher's mom said was that when Usher hit puberty, he basically lost his voice and record labels no longer wanted anything to do with him. And Diddy, who was with him when the record label wanted to drop him, said he would take him and that Usher's mom just had to trust him. So she trusted him. And Diddy being Diddy, he totally took advantage of Usher, allegedly. In fact, according to sources, Diddy is even the one who turned Usher, but not because Usher wanted to, and stories have been told about some of Usher's skeletons as well since the Ddycamp days. For instance, there was a time when he went to a gay club after some Broadway shows, and according to someone who also went to the club, everyone was in Usher's dressing room drinking champagne when someone came up with the idea that they should go to a club. That's when, the source claimed, the group went to a popular gay nightclub, saying, "We weren't looking for a gay club, it just happened. I mean, most of us were gay, so we just went to a place we knew." The source then said there were half-naked men everywhere, and two of them were going to start kissing. At first, I couldn't believe my eyes, but then I thought, this is Chelsea, so anything goes. Though, I know he did. When it comes to the skeletons,
Bruh,
Usher was also
what?
accused of... We all had a lot of fun, though. I know he did. When it comes to the skeletons, Usher was also accused of spreading an STI by two women and a man. There's a woman named Quantasia Sharpton, along with a Jane Doe and John Doe, said he risked their health by not telling them about his alleged for seeking unspecified damages. Of course, there's also the John Doe who spa in Los Angeles and also got infected. There were even reports that Usher paid $1 million for it to go away. And the rumor mill is saying that this is the same diagnosis that landed Usher in a hospital courtesy of Diddy, and it's time to sue. But there are people who still say to date that they don't believe that Usher's mom didn't know what was that his parents were okay with whatever was happening at the Puffy Flavor
I
Camp.
think
He
she knew.
said they
I
had
really
no
do.
idea what was going on.
I think she knew. Or by the time she got wind, it was just too late. And you got to think, y'all, these parents be wanting this stuff as bad as the seeds. Point blank, period. If not more.
Or afraid of Diddy because he does not have the power he had all those years ago? Well, in light of the lawsuit Lil Rod filed, Gene Deal has confirmed that there was indeed a situation that ended up with Usher in the hospital. Did his interview on Club Shay Shay. We could sit and imagine how Gene sat around and watched a lot of what Diddy was doing and didn't do anything to stop it. If you ask me, he gives some pretty specific details in a lot of his videos, and I believe he
Facts.
mostly tells the truth, but he just watched it all happen without ever intervening. I mean, shouldn't he have gone to the police as this stuff was happening or something? It's 20, 30 years later, and now he wants to tell all? Anyway, I'm not here to talk too much about Gene Deal. I just thought he needed to be checked for being kind of complicit, because from the way he has been talking for years, this is not someone who has ever been scared of Diddy. Okay, as far as Usher is concerned,
Point blank, period, y'all. Listen, you got to know what you want. You got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know why you're dealing with them. You got to know their past. You got to know the pros and the cons about the whole thing. Period. Don't be overzealous. Like the video. I'm out. Peace.